Welcome to Quarter Inch Seam. I'm Angela. You're in my sewing room. And we are going to sew. We're going to quilt on this today. My Patriotic Christmas tree for Christmas in July from last year that I'm just finishing now for America's birthday. Yahoo! Who doesn't want to quilt on their birthday? Please. It's the best gift. Okay. So, I started this on Sunday on our live. Oh, I won't be live tomorrow. I won't be here. Sorry, I won't be here. So we're going to try and finish at least quilting it today while we chit-chat. And, then tomorrow, this week, we'll start on something different. We'll bind it or start on something different. Who knows? Whichever way the wind blows. Okay, let's see. So, I'm going to try. Let's try and get that camera on here. How y'all doing? Thanks for coming by. Gosh. It's raining cats and dogs right now. Well, not right now, but it did today. We had one heck of a thunderstorm. And now they're rolling through, and well, because I guess technically we're in hurricane season. Not really hurricanes. I mean, it was a little bit windy, but it was just really the wind and the wind for a little bit, and the thunder and the rain. But I'll tell you what, my water bill is quite appreciative of the fact that I didn't have to use the water today. It's getting a little pricey on the water bill, I'll tell you what, because we've been in this drought thing for, a while now. Okay, let's see if you can see me. Oh, there, that's not bad. Okay, there. So while I'm sewing, while I'm quilting on this, we will, I figured out what I'm going to do too. So you can see that on the front, I'm quilting in white bobbin, white thread, right? White bobbin, white thread. Then what I'm going to do, I think, is when I get to the outside, and because I want to quilt in some of these blocks, I'm going to use a navy blue bobbin. So you won't see quite as much of the white. And the tree will stand out on the back. No one's ever going to really see the back, but hey, we don't do it for what people will see. We do it for, what the heart sees. All right, let's see. Okay, so what's been going on this week? I'll tell you. I'm reading, the only problem with this little camera is it's not really what it was designed for, and so it's a little bit, you got to kind of finagle it a little bit. I'm reading The Maidens by Alex Michaelides, and I'm not using my walking foot. So for those of you who are like, why is she not using her walking foot? I'm not using my walking foot because I'm having problems with my walking foot. I think I need to either practice with it more, or I need a new walking foot because something's not 100% right with it. Now, the only reason I'm kind of moving this around and doing what I'm doing is because it's just a wall hanging, and I was just excited to come in and chat for a little bit. It has been a, whoops, whoa. Hold on there, Sparky. Now I don't know what's happening there. Okay, let's see. Well, we may have to go in and take that out. Oh, I've already stitched there. Okay, let's see. We've not stitched up here. So let's take that out. Let's stop there. We'll take out those little extras in a minute. And then we're going to go over here. So, yeah, it's been a busy week. I don't know about you, but, you know, having the 4th of July last weekend, and then a lot of people took Monday off as well, which I don't know why. I don't know how you score that deal, but anyway, I keep trying to not. Okay, hold on. Let's turn the light down. When I have too much light there, it makes it hard for you to see. Listen, bear with me. We're working it out here, okay? Bear with me. I'm trying to get it so you guys can see what I'm doing. Well, all right. Now let's go over here. And put the foot down. Okay. Aw, jeez. Oh my god. I looked away to see what you guys could see, and I completely lost the line. Anyway, so it just felt like by the time the month was really started, we were already 7 days into it. So I was feeling quite behind the 8 ball at work this week. It definitely took some catching up. And then my mom had come out, and so she came out a few days before the 4th. And so, like, Monday and Tuesday were it felt like I had been off work for ages. Do you ever feel that way? Let's make sure there's nothing trapped under there. Whoops. Just that. There. Okay. I think I went a little too far. That's okay. All right, now. Am I doing this with rhyme or reason? No. Are some of the quilt gods just freaking out? Probably. It's okay. Don't look. Close your eyes. Just cover your eyes. No. Okay, that's just not working very well. So we're just going to have to do it like this. Okay. Anyway. The problem is there's not an easy way to do this. That would be the problem here today. So you kind of have to just do, you know, a line at a time. Anyway, so that's been that. Unbelievably hot weather lately. Yesterday we went out and ran some errands. 107 at one point. I don't know about you, but once you get to the point where there's 3 digits in the weather, it's too hot. Oh, so I'm reading The Maidens by Alex McLeod's, and I got to be honest with you. I don't know if you've read The Maidens. Drop me a comment. I really enjoyed The Silent Patient, but I'm trying to remember if I really enjoyed The Silent Patient, like, all the way through it, or if I felt, I don't know, maybe it's because mentally I'm a little bit distracted, I don't know, but, I don't know, I'm struggling a bit with this book, The Maidens. It's one of those books where I'm like, you know, I don't have very much left in it, so I'm just kind of powering through it, and keeping up with the story, because I know that there's people have said that the ending is, you know, oh, the ending, which was what happened in The Silent Patient. However, I'm not fully, like, I'm already thinking about the next book I want to read. Does that make sense? Do you ever have books like that where I'm just like, So that's kind of a shame. And then I have bought. I have a problem. I have some sort of a book problem. Tell you what. Hi, Minnie girl. Hi, Minnie. Hi. So anyway, the 4th of July one will be done here shortly. I mean, the Americana one will be done here shortly. It's not really for 4th of July anymore because, of course, you know me. I don't usually get stuff done in time for the holiday. But anyway, that's another story. Okay, so the top part's done. All right, now we'll start on the middle part. Go lay in your bed, honey. Go ahead. Good girl. So my mom is here, and she brought her small dog with her. Visit. She always does. And here's the problem. Minnie is queen of the castle. You know what I mean? She doesn't have situations where she has to really share. There aren't really a whole lot of rules. So she's struggling a little bit having another dog in her space. It's very interesting for me. She's just very... She just has her space. She has her space. She has her things the way that she likes them. And she's not that interested in sharing the space. Sorry, this little Mikey thing is pulling my shirt down. All right, let's see here. Okay, go out here. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I am going to do some of the white part because I think it's going to be just too much. I think once I put the binding on it, it'll just start to pucker a bit. You know, I wasn't sure if I needed to fully quilt in all these squares out here, but I do. It's got to have some, some stability. All right, let's go back up this way. Okay. I love this fabric. It's just adorable. Just adorbs. All right, let's see here. And let's go down here. Nope. Right, there we go. So yesterday we had to take my mom's dog, Allie, to the vet because she had a little bit of a UTI. Sorry, a little TMI. A little TMI about the DOG. Had a UTI. And so we ended up spending the day. It was one of those things where you have to drop the dog off and you just leave it and then they kind of fit it in amongst their appointments. So we did a little shopping. We went to Barnes & Noble. Because if you know, you know. And I bought another book. So good that I don't have a shoe fetish anymore. I used to love, I used to have lots of shoes and I used to buy all kinds of pretty clothes. And now I live a much more relaxed lifestyle. And so, shoes, not so much. Books, yeah. I bought, Lake Como book, by Adriana. I can't remember the name of the author or the name of the book. Somebody will tell me in the comments. And I don't have the book in front of me. Anyway, so we got that. And I also have Michael Connelly's new book, the sequel to the number 2 to that new series that he wrote about Catalina. So lots of good stuff. Oh my gosh. Lots of good stuff. And hopefully stuff that we'll read relatively quickly so that I can read some more. Read a bunch before summer ends. Although it doesn't really matter to me if it's summer ends or not. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I keep bunching you up in there. All right, let's go across the bottom. Da-da-da. And then the question is, what are we going to work on next? Well, I really want to work on the petals quilt and get that kind of moved along a little bit more. And I have a project that you may want to go and grab as well. But I'm hoping I'll start next. And I'll announce that one this week. Steve actually found the pattern. And it's adorable. So we'll find that one. I'll pull that one up and then we'll see if we want to do that one together. But tell me, what are you working on? What did you sew this week? Some of you, oh my gosh, you have to go to the Facebook page. You have to go to the Facebook page, 1/4 inch seam, and check out, we've been talking about all the America 250 stuff, the quilting stuff and bags and that kind of thing. Go on there. Some fantastic pictures. Steve's mowing the grass. Some fantastic pictures of the stuff that you guys have created. Oh my God. Chef's kiss. Fantastic. Just fantastic. Okay. Let's come up this way now. Let's see. Okay, I gotta go down that one. Okay, let's go down here. There's probably a much more systemic way to do this, but darned if I know. And it stopped raining just a few hours ago, just long enough for it to warm up and so he could mow the grass. Get that out of the way for tomorrow. Okay, so we've covered what I'm reading. We've covered who's in my house. I didn't realize the dogs got urinary tract infections. I don't know why I didn't think that happens. They do. They do, indeed. All right, let's see. It's hard for me to tell sometimes when I look at the front, so I have to look at the back to see how I'm progressing. Oh. Not bad. So that's the front. For those of you who haven't seen it, that's the front. That's the back. So fun. So fun. All right, a couple more rows, and then one more thing to chit chat with you about. Made burgers on the. I was going to make burgers on the grill today, and it was pouring down rain, so we didn't do burgers on the grill. We did burgers on the stove, which turned out fantastic. The only problem is my entire kitchen now smells like a cheeseburger, like a diner. So I'm trying to get that smell out of there. And I really would like to finish that petals quilt before my mom leaves. I'd like her to. Alright, she's really out. Alright. Okay, alright, okay. Okay. Really, I could have sewn for at least another block on what was left there. But, okay. Okay, Karen. Alright. I know I have another spool of this white. I just know it. So I don't have to... unthread the whole machine. Oh. Okay, alright, okay, alright. You know what I'm struggling with right now is I'm struggling with the fact that I still have to work during the week and really just want to work on my hobbies. This work nonsense is getting in the way. Okay. Through the one. And back around. And back around. And there we go. A couple of times. And a shout out to Donna. Hang on, I want to make sure I get the name of her channel right. Shout out to darn it. Donna's Creative Adventures. Donna's Creative Adventures had a somehow one of our older videos from last year popped up on my page, and what happened here? Did we go on there right? I hope so. Hope so, sweetheart. And Donna had actually done a shout out for our channel, for this channel, for Quarter Inch Seam, and she just it was just so sweet, and talked about what a fun time we have, and so give Donna's Creative Adventures some love if you have a chance. Go hop on over and like her channel. Donna's been a part of this channel for a long time, and Donna, I love you, appreciate you, and you have a great channel. Anyway, all right, now I gotta thread. Okay, let's rethread this real quick. I get asked all the time, why do you tie off and then pull it through the needle? I have no idea. It's how I was taught. It's what I've always done. Now I grab what's left of the needle, down here by the needle, pull it through, and then I only have to thread the actual needle. Bada bing. Now, let's see if the gods would like to shine on us tonight, and no. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. We're not going to sweat the small stuff right now, Angela. We're just not. I'm going to. Come on. Come on. You know you want to go on. Come on. Come on. For heaven's sakes. Just go in the needle. I also have some other sewing projects that are finding their way in my to-do list. I now have pants to hem and things for my mom. That's what happens when you have a sewing machine. I feel like the guy on Fiddler on the Roof, his son-in-law, is a sewing machine. Anyway. Okay, never mind. Alright, put this back on. Bobbin is in. Alright, let's figure out where we were. Real quick, here we go. Okay, close your eyes. And we're off. Okay, now, did I do over here? No, not yet. Okay, so, it's a little disconcerting. He gets awfully close to the window. Okay. And now it's getting dark. He said, oh, I'm just going to go out and mow the front. Famous last words. I'm just going to go in and quilt for 5 minutes. I lied. I wasn't going to be gone for 5 minutes. It was never, ever going to be just 5 minutes. Okay. Alright, now let's do this one. Gosh, I'm almost done with this thing. Can you guys hang out for 5 more minutes? Alright, let's see. I think just a few more in here. Am I the only one that, like, when I came in here tonight, I was like, I'm just going to go in for a few minutes. I'm going to chit chat with my peeps. And, you know, just for a few minutes. But then you get going, and you literally are like, just 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes. Just want to go 5 more minutes. I just want to do this one last line. And, just this one last part. I do love this design, though. I was debating if we wanted to do, so you'll have to leave me your comments, your ideas in the comments as to whether or not we want to do another Christmas tree this winter, this for Christmas. I do love this layout, but it's probably time to try something new, right? I'm sure it is. But I do love this pattern. I do just love it so. All right. It's like a potato chip. I just can't stop myself. He does love that tractor. I'll tell you what. Okay. But I will say this, that heat yesterday, it took it out of us. It did take it out of us. Okay. I think we'll do the inside, the white blocks, you know, maybe tomorrow when I get home. Because I'd like to be finished with this one. I'm so close now. You know, that's the other thing about quilting. When you get that close to the end, you got to finish it. You just got to finish it. Somebody asked me about the, actually quite a few of you did ask me about the backing fabric. It's this. It looks like streamers or ribbon. It's just an adorable, adorable pattern. I love it. But I love all kinds of things, red, white, and blue, and stars, and that kind of thing. It's an old Joann's fabric. And that's all I know about it. There's no name on it, no, nothing. Just designed exclusively for Joann's. So, there you have it. Has anybody heard of Target has actually... Target? Michaels. Have they actually, like, incorporated the whole fabric thing, or are we just spinning our wheels here waiting for that? Anyway. Okay, before I leave you today, I have something I want to address. And it's not an easy thing to address, but I think it's important. And I want to throw it out there. I want to address it. The whole reason behind this channel. The whole reason behind this channel is to come, stop by, as if you were going to your friend's house, to pull up a chair and quilt or sew for a little bit, a couple times a week. And the whole point of that is to come to a place where we have one thing truly in common, which I believe that most people have at least one or a few or 10 things truly in common. And sometimes that's what you should focus on, is just focus on the things that you have in common and the things that you love collectively. And for all of us, that's quilting or sewing. A lot of us here love to read, some of us not so much. But it really is just to enjoy our hobbies together and in this crafting space. And really it revolves around quilting. I love quilting. I love quilts. I love being in my sewing room, and I love having you here. I love you along for this journey. You all have taught me so much. And I hope you've enjoyed being here. I hope I'm just quirky enough and just corny enough to keep you coming back. However, a few weeks ago, I made a comment on a video about, I think it was in relation to where we live in Florida, and we live in Florida on the Gulf of America side of Florida. So we're on the western side of Florida near the Gulf of America. And some people, I got a couple of comments about people not liking the fact or thinking that it was a political statement that I called it the Gulf of America. So I wanted to address that. Not the part about the Gulf, but the part about the comments and the reaction and the politics. This channel is not about politics. It's not about politics. It's not about specific religion stuff. It's not about it's not about the things that we may differ on. This channel is about the things that we're similar on. Right? So I just wanted to be clear. The reason, some of you I think may have inferred something about my political views or my political leanings from that comment. That comment was simply the calling it what it is officially called. The President of the United States renamed that particular body of water for a very specific reason, and that's what it's called now. If you go on maps, that's what it says, the Gulf of America. I just used the name that it is. And for some of you that found offense with that, or found some sort of political undertone in that, I'm sorry. And for those of you that wanted to start a debate, this channel's we're not gonna have a political debate. I work really hard not to bring my politics, my political views into it, because I talk about politics with my family, with my friends, with the people that I want to have a political debate with. but not here. Because this space is just about quilting and sewing and having a good time and having fun, and sometimes being a little corny, and sometimes being a little serious, and sometimes talking about books or other crafts that we enjoy, and showing off the things that we do and the things that we produce. But the one thing it's not is it's not about politics, and it's not about a political debate. And that's the one thing that I just want to make clear, that if that's what you took from that comment, or if you don't agree with it and you don't feel like you can be here in my sewing room talking about quilting because you think I said something that I didn't say, and you feel like you have to unsubscribe, I'm sorry to see you go, but you may have to unsubscribe, because that's just not what we're going to do here. So you can, if you go to the comments now, please don't make any comments about that particular body of water in the Southern Americas. Please don't make any comments about it, because it's not relevant. Okay? It wasn't meant to be a political statement. It was simply to call it what it is. Period. Okay? I love you guys. I love this space. I love sewing with you and chatting with you and laughing with you, and sometimes laughing at myself. Well, I laugh at myself a lot, but that's another story. So I hope that you'll keep coming back, and if you feel like you can't, that's okay too. I wish you the best. I also do want to say that if you feel like you need to have a political debate, we'll have to have some people like off the channel, because I just don't want to make this about politics. I don't want this channel to be about the things that divide us. Period. Okay? So I will see you this week. I probably won't see you tomorrow, because we've got to leave early in the morning, and I won't be back by 11:30. If you're watching this on Sunday, I'm not live. I'm not live, so I won't be responding in real time to your comments. I have a tickle in my throat. So be sure to post your pictures of your finished projects or what you're working on the Facebook page. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll see you at some point this week with another video, and hopefully this baby will have a binding on it, God willing, and the creek don't rise. There's not a creek near me, so yeah. But it has been raining a lot, so maybe that. Anyway, never mind. I will see you this week. Please give us a like and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Have a fantastic weekend and a fantastic start to your week. Don't get too far behind this month in anything that you're working on, because I'm feeling already far behind. Let's see, did I forget anything? Oh yeah, that's right. Only a 1/4 inch seam. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.